Hi, this is Michelle at the Painted Roost, and I am finally doing another video. This video is on my top selling item that I sell on Etsy. And I had done a video on this before and found out the angles were not correct, so I'm redoing it. And I've made some changes to my site, and I've added more book pages and journaling pages for people to choose. So basically, I offer 18 different styles of vintage paper from books. Some are pages for my crafters and junk journalers. And one of them is going to be all types of vintage sheet music. And it can be, some of it can be religious type sheet music. Sometimes I have it in different colors. I just try to mix and match. And what I'm doing now, since Etsy offers when you can offer variations, for example, if I'm offering you era clothing illustrations, for example, when you go and click on that, you get to actually kind of see and get an idea of what your pages you're actually going to be getting are going to look like. So in order for me to do that, since Etsy only offers 10 pictures per listing, I've had to make 2 different listings. So one listings, you'll have, a choice of, shorthand paper or different types of, journaling paper, which one of them is, one of my favorites is from Franklin Planner from the 2000s, and they have interesting little dates on them and things that happened that day. And so I'll be offering those. And this is one of my other big selling features is this navigational maps, sailing maps, and from navigation books. This is also one of my big sellers. And of course, I've got some really interesting ledger books and accounting books pages that I'm also offering, which also has some of these little receipts and things like that in it. And of course, I'll always add some little ledger paper like this, and of course the old ledger paper from Mead. The other big thing that I'm going to be doing, I think this is new, and I think is going to be probably one of my most popular, is this is from an advertising book, like a textbook, I believe, from college, and it's got tons of vintage ads, and even some of the old movies and shows on television, as you can see, from 1960 to 1961. I think this will probably end up being one of my most popular ones, for sure. Just to kind of show you another variety. These are all going to be really good hits, and you will get the actual pages. You always get the actual pages, unless I, tell you otherwise. I also thought I'd add in some Victorian wedding pages, and I'm going to try to add in some colored. They're still vintage pages, but trying to add some colored pages in as well. These are some other from my Victorian wedding book. The other style I'll be adding is definitely French pages with French. And then I found an antique Paris book where the antique shops are located, and has Paris flea markets, etc. That'll be in my French section. And then my new one also is I've got pages from a vintage game book that gives you all the rules to almost nearly every game. I will be adding that along with, I've got some old vintage bingo cards or pages, and I've got some Kismet tally cards, score sheets. So that'll be included in there. And I thought I would also go ahead and add in some cross grid paper. I've got the small as well as this, and these are 8.5 by 11. And along with that, one of my other big favorites is these dictionary, very, very old dictionary pages. the definitions of things back then are quite interesting and quite said differently than how we define things today. And something I will be doing some videos on is my printables that I have that I think look so great on, you know, these old dictionary pages. And so I will be doing an entire video on that as well. I also have a recipe section. Oh, and back on the dictionaries. I'm not only am I just going to give you the dictionary pages, I'm going to add in some unique glossary. As you can see, like you've got yoga definitions right here, karma. I've got another really unique, a lot of unique glossary pages. For example, here's another one. Not sure what this one was from. Oh, this is probably from the advertising, it looks like. So I'm going to kind of mix it in where it's not just all dictionary pages, but try to add some unique glossary. Here's some more. Like here's some glossary or technical terms in cards or any type of poker, for example. So I'm going to kind of mix and match it. And in addition to that, oh, definitely, where is my recipe pages? I've got most of my recipe pages are going to be Southern type because I am from Texas. So I usually try to have this all organized better, but I've got so many going on right now. And I just had it. Oh, here it is. For example, skillet cake. This one is for folks in a hurry. It's going to be a lot of cute little recipes like that. And they'll have little cute sayings in them. And I'll add some other recipe from different books like Pampered Chef, Old Vintage Pampered Chef, for example. And in addition to the journaling, and I said I've got all types of different journal paging that I will put in there, different styles and so forth. And again, I've got these, which I printed out some printables from a friend of mine from Linens and Laurel that she has sent me access to, and I'm going to be doing a video on these. But these could be cute to cut out and just make little journaling cards. And I'm going to do an entire different video on that, and I will be posting her Etsy website as well, along with mine, so that you can get these different pages. But the neat thing about it is you get to pick your pages anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 at a time. And like I said, I'm going to have it on two different sites, two different listings. So that therefore, every time you go to click on it, you actually get a picture to get a really good idea of what type you're going to get. Of course, they're all going to be different, but nevertheless, they're going to be quite give you a good idea. The other one is, I've got some German pages. These are they are copied pages, but they're copied from something vintage. I can't read German. A lot of people order these. This is one of my most popular one. My other most popular one is the navigation tables. And what is the other? Oh, of course, the French is very popular. The dictionary pages, and like I said, I know this is going to be popular because once these are gone. And I'm going to try and get some of these and make them into some printables as well, so that we don't completely lose them. But it's always nice to have them and to have the texture of the different papers. And speaking of texture of different papers, is my Bible pages. I've got two different Bibles. It's kind of, you know, I guess maybe like rice paper is what it kind of feels like. But again, you're getting the different texture. So we got the sheet music. Oh, in Spanish also I have. You know, definitions in Spanish, and I've got all of those. And the sheet music and the journals, glossary, the dictionary, And keep in mind all the different things. I'm going to be doing an entire different video on the printables and how it can really just spruce up, and you can do anything with this. You can even just frame it once I show you all of our printables that you can do on these actual pages that you'll be getting from me. So I hope I covered that well, and you guys will continue purchasing book pages from me. All my prices always includes shipping. I think it's very reasonable, and being able to choose. And I'm just trying to make it more convenient and easier and give you an idea of what you're actually getting. And I will be working on my next video to show you all of our printables, and I'll put the links down at the bottom. For my site, my friend does the lace printables. I do a lot of the Victorian lady printables. And I'm going to show you some really good examples of a lot of neat things to do with the printables as well. So I hope you will go to my Etsy site and look at all my different book pages. And so far, these are my biggest selling feature. So, and apparently people's been quite happy with it. So I'm continue to maintain it and make it easy for everyone. So thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to the next video.